Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Jamal Agnew now to return it. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Agnew on the return. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go. Here we go.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And that'll set them back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now.
No gain on the play. Brings up
2nd and 15.
At the 27-yard line.
And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. John Simon that time coming through to make the play. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And that will be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Fielded at the 20. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Patriots take over.
At their own 41-yard line.
Newton and the Patriots with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Sony Michel, his first carry. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
1st down, Patriots.
On 1st and 10, Newton. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up second
and 11.
At the 23-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Michelle. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
On the carry.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
A 3-yard pickup.
First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots.
The ball carrier.
Damian Harris, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Pats have taken the early lead. That touchdown certainly a welcome sight. Remember, they were shut out last week. They talked to us about getting early momentum. Well, here you go in the opening quarter.
Got to rebuild confidence, because when you get shut out, I don't care how strong you are mentally, you've got to take a step back and say, okay, what just happened here? Because nothing that we were doing worked well enough to get into the end zone. And that's a nice confidence-building drive, one that puts it in the end zone to give them an opportunity.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Back to the ground. This time, Cook. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd
down. Dalvin Cook. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Patriots 7, Colts nothing.
They go play action here on first down. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. They run the counter with Cook. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage. And that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51. Yo. Check 99. Check 99. SOS.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. here. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, brings me right out of my seat.
They'll run for it with Cook. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
It's a
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll give it to Chubb. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nick Chubb, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
The game at 7.
So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Brings up 2nd.
On 2nd and 7, Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DM.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
42-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there and handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll get this out quickly to Campbell. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
First down, here's the run with Cook. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Dalvin Cook, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Colts 14, Patriots 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosazon to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Newton. And that's complete to the tight end, Devin Asiasi. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
First down, Patriots.
Now a first down carry. It's Michelle. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On 2nd down and 4. Newton trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Rosas to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Colts 21, Patriots 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try to go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Devin Asiasi there. But now it's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off. It made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll be brought down right on the 50, a gain of 3. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Naeem Hines, his first carry. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Back to throw now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. He'll take a shot for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Switch.
And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Incomplete on the throwaway. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there.
24.
So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Aldrich Rosa set to kick off.
The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the 3rd quarter is underway. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
36-yard line.
Now it's Newton here off the bootleg. On the connection, this is Ryan Izzo, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, 1st down. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. On the counter, here's Jones. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to make the tackle.
9-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Again, it's Jones. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down at the Colts 42. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Play action. It's Newton. And that's caught by his tight end, Dalton Keene. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. A give to Jones. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Jones on the carry.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the 1st half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe it'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Open man is Asiasi, the tight end.
Newton's pass.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. The give is to Jones. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
The ball carrier.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll go again to Jones. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They run for it with Harris. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Patriots come up empty on fourth down. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They start the drive with Cook. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
The ball carrier.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They go with Chubb on second down. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. Through an opening, and there he goes.
One play at a time.
Touchdown,
Here we go.
Indianapolis. Nick Chubb, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
From the 24, Newton. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And that is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So he needed 1. He ended up getting 3.
And I really like the way he ran that one, too. That's really intelligent running because oftentimes a running back could get too greedy. Try and hit the home run on a play where you just need a few yards. Well done there, making sure you got the first down and not worrying about trying to get a touchdown.
And oh, look at that, a diving catch. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
The 37-yard line.
Newton to throw. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a third time. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Another solid game-changing play for this defense with the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. Cam going to bring the Patriots up now, 1st and 10 at the 20. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Now a first down throw for Newton. Throw left side going to be taken in by Harris. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
To throw again on second down. Newton. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Devin Asiasi there. And it's 3rd and short.
3rd down and 2 yards to go.
A shotgun snap for Newton. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And the Colts pick it up. The 30.
Oh, we got plenty of fight, baby.
And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. You talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
Rosas good with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Pats at the line ready to go. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Makes the score Colts 45, Patriots 7.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Pats at the line ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now the first first play of the drive there is incomplete. Jacoby Myers, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Jones. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
On the carry. He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A 3-yard pickup.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jones. And he's stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 28. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead.
Albert Rosa set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. N'Keal Harry was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
From the gun, Newton. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
6-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Off play action. Newton. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
N'Keal Harry, incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Newton. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 33. And one of the whistles for timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. He's going to let it fly. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. One last throw here for Newton. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Today's
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys